We create the future based on our actions. And while it's often said that we resist change, if you think about it, it's probably very surprising how much of our time we actually spend trying to figure out how to change things. Sometimes with positive results and oftentimes not so positive results. More often than not, for any situation that we run into, we perceive that it could or should be different, that for the given situation there is a desired alternative for the way that we would like it to be. And the difference between those two states, the current situation and the desired situation, there's a gap. And it's that gap that actually induces us or promotes efforts on our part to understand things about the situation, because we want to change them. And the reason for developing that understanding is because we want to develop a strategy or an approach to go ahead and apply and improve that situation. Though, as it turns out, most often, or more often than not, we don't really understand the complex nature of the environment that we're dealing with, or in which that situation is, the context for that situation. And as a result, it's simply perceived as being complicated and often overwhelming. And we also typically don't really understand the time-space separation between our actions and the implications of our actions, so that the things that we do have often more extended consequences than we realize, and oftentimes those consequences or implications are into the future beyond the moment that we actually act. As a result, the strategy that we develop doesn't actually serve to minimize explicitly unintended consequences, and more often than not ends up making the situation worse. Or it actually, the unintended consequences end up creating new problems that we or someone else has to deal with in the future. I mean, it's often said that the majority of today's problems are the direct result of yesterday's solutions. We are essentially the poster children for pogos. We have met the enemy and he is us. What we actually need to do is to get much better at understanding complicated or complex contexts so that we can develop strategies that actually improve the situation that we're trying to improve without creating unintended consequences that make the situation worse or create new problems that we need to solve in the future. And modeling is a way to go about doing that. And in sections of this program, we will introduce you to some of those. So, see you in the next video. Bye.